Hello. Today I would like to talk about George Washington, the first president of the United States and a key figure in American history. He played a crucial role in leading the country to independence and setting the foundation for its government. Let's know it. George Washington was the first president of the United States and is often called the father of his country. He was born on February 22, 1732, in Westmoreland County, Virginia. Washington was raised in a plantation-owning family and grew up in colonial Virginia. His father, Augustine Washington, was a landowner, while his mother, Mary Ball Washington, was a strong-willed woman who shaped his character. As a young boy, he received basic education in mathematics, geography, Latin, and surveying. After his father died in 1743, Washington's formal education ended, and he had to take on responsibilities early in life. He became a skilled surveyor and worked for the Virginia colony, mapping lands in the Western Territories. In 1752, Washington joined the Virginia militia and quickly rose through the ranks due to his leadership skills. He gained early military experience in the French and Indian War, fighting on the British side. His bravery and resilience were evident in the Battle of Fort Necessity and the Braddock Expedition. In 1759, Washington married Martha Custis, a wealthy widow, which significantly increased his landholdings. He settled at Mount Vernon, his plantation in Virginia, and managed it with efficiency. Over time, Washington became involved in colonial politics and was elected to the Virginia House of Burgesses. As tensions grew between the American colonies and Britain, he emerged as a strong advocate for colonial rights. In 1775, after the outbreak of the American Revolutionary War, Washington was appointed commander-in-chief of the Continental Army. He took charge of an untrained and poorly equipped army, but led with determination. Despite suffering early defeats, Washington proved his leadership in battles like the Siege of Boston. His bold move on Christmas night in 1776, crossing the Delaware River and surprising the Hessians in Trenton, was a turning point. He endured harsh winters at Valley Forge, where his army suffered from cold, disease, and shortages. With the help of Baron von Steuben, he trained his troops into a more disciplined and effective fighting force. Washington's strategic decisions led to key victories, including the Battle of Saratoga and the decisive Battle of Yorktown in 1781. After the American victory, Washington resigned as commander and returned to private life at Mount Vernon. In 1787, he was chosen to preside over the Constitutional Convention, where he played a crucial role in drafting the U.S. Constitution. His leadership and integrity made him the unanimous choice to become the first president of the United States in 1789. As president, Washington established many precedents that shaped the future of the U.S. government. He formed the first presidential cabinet, including key figures like Alexander Hamilton and Thomas Jefferson. Washington oversaw the creation of the National Bank and financial policies that stabilized the young nation. He supported neutrality in foreign affairs, avoiding entanglements in European conflicts. His firm handling of the Whiskey Rebellion in 1794 demonstrated the strength of the new federal government. Washington also signed treaties with Native American tribes and worked to expand American territories. He helped establish the nation's capital, which would later be named Washington, D.C., in his honor. His farewell address in 1796 warned against political parties and foreign alliances, advice that remained relevant for generations. After serving 2 terms, Washington voluntarily stepped down, setting the precedent for future presidents. He retired to Mount Vernon, dedicating his time to farming and improving his estate. Despite declining health, he continued to be a respected figure in American society. On December 14, 1799, Washington passed away at the age of 67 from a throat infection. His death was mourned across the nation, and he was honored as a symbol of American independence and leadership. Washington's legacy is vast, influencing both the presidency and American governance. His leadership in the Revolutionary War secured the nation's freedom. As the first president, he set standards for the role and responsibilities of future leaders. His commitment to democracy and peaceful transitions of power became a model for other nations. Washington's birthday is celebrated as President's Day, a national holiday in the United States. Monuments, schools, and institutions across the country bear his name in tribute to his contributions. The Washington Monument, built in his honor, stands as a testament to his enduring legacy. He is one of the most frequently depicted figures on U.S. currency, appearing on the $1 bill and the quarter. His personal character, honesty, and sense of duty made him an example of great leadership. Despite being a wealthy landowner, Washington freed his enslaved workers in his will, showing evolving views on slavery. Historians often rank him among the greatest U.S. presidents due to his leadership and vision. His influence extended beyond America, inspiring leaders of democratic movements worldwide. Washington's military strategies are still studied in academies today. His belief in a strong but accountable government shaped the American political system. Though he had no children of his own, he became a father figure to the nation. Many cities and streets in the U.S. are named after him as a tribute to his legacy. His leadership in times of war and peace cemented his place in history. Washington's emphasis on unity and national identity helped bind the young nation together. His refusal to become a king or ruler for life reinforced the ideals of democracy. Throughout his life, he remained dedicated to the principles of liberty and self-governance. His personal sacrifices showed his deep commitment to the American cause. Washington's influence extended into the 19th and 20th centuries, as new leaders looked to him as an example. Today, he remains a symbol of American strength, leadership, and integrity. His famous quote, "The preservation of the sacred fire of liberty and the destiny of the Republican model of government are justly considered, deeply, perhaps finally, staked on the experiment entrusted to the hands of the American people," highlights his vision. George Washington's legacy as a leader, patriot, and statesman continues to inspire people around the world.